Sometimes this is the only place I can find
Never should have come here. What am I supposed to do?
Mayhap I ought find myself a better life.
Nice place, this. I'm in no hurry to leave.
You would gather materials here, Master. Can we really afford to carry more?
All this worrying's giving me an achy back.
I don't feel safe here.
This is no place to compose my thoughts.
I'm in at ease here.
Always a fresh breeze blowing round here. Everyone's busy with their own affairs.
I don't feel safe here.
Living's hard, but dreams are free, I say.
I'm in at ease here. My bed is. Shall wish to stop.
Weapons are simple enough to procure if we've the coin, but we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
I quite agree.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way? Be they friend? Clearly not. No room for carelessness.
This spell will empower you with elemental magic. magics are at your disposal.
Get back here.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Is this a challenge, Arisen, to see who can keep pace?
Let us endeavour to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Hardly been able to catch any fish.
Some call it cultured, I call it dull.
Always sets me to think.
Weapons are simple enough to procure if we've the coin, but we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
Right you are.
Come on then. No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
He wouldn't kill me. I've got a good feeling about this one. I shall lead the charge.
Understood.
Take this. 'Tis something I found. I wanted you to have it.
Come to think of it, some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such Arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
You've given me much to think about.
I'd best tidy up a bit before
sleep
the customer
tight.
comes.
Welcome to browse my room. I'll not hang about. See his crops are so well. Suppose I'd best be heading home. said to my thoughts like dark parts as nice. Well met, sir. Here's hoping for a decent haul. Well met, sir. How sick is everything blunt as a hammer? If I sleep on my way, mayhap they'll go away.
Come to think of it, had things only turned out differently at the coronation.
For bread and board, you'll find none better.
There are worse things than Twas just as daunting.
Our adventure continues.
Off we go then.
Ready to forge on?
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
The moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this. It isn't much of an adventure if all we do is make camp.
I understand the inclination arisen. Camping is one of life's simple pleasures after all. Weapons are simple enough to procure if we've the coin, but we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
I quite agree.
Over so soon? Why? We seem to have come through unscathed.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
Can I interest you in a room, sir?
You shan't hear me complain.
It'll take a better mind than mine to solve this.
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Off we go then.
I hope you slept well.
Well met, sir.
Would you mind coming? Sir Beren seeks a motivated soldier to inspire the other recruits. Do we not know of such a person? I believe I can guide you to the person in question.
Well, now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way. While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way? Be they friend? Clearly not. Never fear, for I am here.
Yon statue may yield new sights if we can reach it.
Let us make our way over to it while 'tis in our sights.
Materials, eh? I shan't deny they have their uses.
The sun's too bright for these poor eyes. I feel my age.
Magics are at your disposal. No sense letting the enemies gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Where'd you scurry off to?
Tis a fair reward. We cannot complain.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
Seems you're... Looks renowned. And mine.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
Must we run everywhere? You are an impatient one, Arisen.
No time to catch your breath. Try to keep up.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
I'll gather these now. 'Twould be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
Come to think of it, different masters favour different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
You've given me much to think about.
Well met, son. Not my kind of place, this.
Okay, another moment's rest.
On Billy. His life.
Come on then.
Beast agility makes them a tricky opponent. Try not to let them get the upper hand.
No room for carelessness. Ooh, I can't wait to find out what's inside. Weapons are simple enough to procure if we've the coin, but we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
Someone, help me.
sun's too bright for these. Should I trace life to its source?
Scared? You should be. Come on. That's it.
We'll never get anywhere if all we do is rest.
I understand the inclination, Arisen. Camping is one of life's simple pleasures, after all.
My bed calls and I shan't resist.
We have money to be getting. On another note, have you grown accustomed to the adventuring life? If there's anything you're unsure of, I would fain be of aid.
Of course. And I'll be sure to watch you, that I might learn from the best.
Stop all your troubles, and I might just let you live.
Hope you weren't expecting mercy. Use ice's bitter grip to chill our foes to the bone.
I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location?
Another statue. Aught within me yearns to climb it.
Climbing it would grant a clearer picture of our environs.
I had an inkling you'd bring us here, Arisen. What is it about this place that so appeals to you?
So long as we are safe and warm, I care not where we rest.
Our adventure continues.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
I hope you slept well.
At last! The moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up. Weapons are simple enough to procure if we've the coin, but we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
I quite agree.
Hoping to browse my work. I sleep on my work.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
Well met, sir. Everyone's busy with their own affairs. I've been pretty kind to me.
Time to be heading.
Welcome to browse my wares. Must have taken a wrong turn. Always a fresh breeze blowing around here.
Humility's
Well met, sir. A fine place to collect money.
You'd think they'd have learned from the last lot that we're not to be trifled with.
The battle cannot be avoided. Let's fight or die.